Okay, let's go through the demo, which came out a few days ago, for what's called Project Cross Zone, not X. If you don't know what this is basically not a sequel, but the game made in the same style as Namco Cross Capcom. That was a number of years ago. That was like 2006, something like that, I think. This is Namco Cross Bandai Cross Sega Cross Capcom. So this is like the most anime thing of anything, of all things. Just basically the most anime of all. So I thought we'd just play through it. It's quite short. It's actually, it's kind of the type of game that's kind of surprising. That's coming out in English language. It's the kind of thing that usually does not. It's the sort of thing that you see coming out in Japan, and you know, well, I mean, that's not coming out here. But no, Project Cross Zone is coming out here. As for what kind of game it is, once we get by this, we'll just get right into it. Now, we have plenty of characters from things that I've never seen. Oh, I know who he is. Of course I know who Ryu is. Kite and Black Rose from Dot Hack, which I know a little bit about of. Yep, Ken Masters. And I believe she's from something called God Eater, but I don't really know what that is. She's from Valkyria Chronicles, I think, Riella. So was Kurt. Alright, so victory is if we kill all enemies, defeat is if we are killed. Very simple, very simple. It's turn-based strategy. Yep, that's right. Our team right now, Gemini and Erica, I believe, that's from Sakura Wars, which I've never actually played. Basically, the way this game works, yes, you may have noticed Morolians, enemies from Space Channel 5, are in this. Now, my understanding is the way this works is that we can walk around this grid. We can fight enemies, but it's in our best interest to fight enemies when we're next to our allies so they can team up with us. However, these enemies are far too far away for us to get any help from our allies. That's okay, though, because... well, we'll find out in a second. Yep, the stuff we're saying is really nothing at all to do with one another. So basically the way this works is we can do single attacks like this. That doesn't do a whole lot, though. We want to chain attacks together to juggle enemies in the air if we can, and also to have other allies help us out with our chains. The purpose of doing this is to build up our XP meter, which is on the lower right-hand side on the screen. However, we start off with that XP meter already full, which means we can do this. So yes, as you can see, when the developers made this game, the main question they had was, how much anime should it be? And the answer was all of it. All of the anime in our game. I believe these are more characters from Sakura Wars. A big franchise for Sega in Japan. Though I don't think many of those games were released in Western regions at all. At least they hadn't at the time when I followed Sega. I knew that was like their big franchise that was Japanese only. They wouldn't release it in America because they figured no one here would be interested in it. But that was a long time ago. I don't know if any of these games have been released since then. In the US and Europe. You think she's the villain? I'm not sure. Completely changed your name. Don't call her Ayame anymore. She's Ayame. It's all in the pronunciation.
もしかして藤枝あやめさん？
俺は二度もあなたを。
No less than twice. No greater than 4 times, mind you. I don't know how she gets killed so many times, but she's still around.
俺はもう迷わない。
大神さん。
Yep, I know what he has to do.
やらなければならない。悪を蹴散らし、正義を示す。
That's obviously the thing that has to be done.
帝国歌劇団だ。
And in order to do that, we have to change into something fabulous. Okay, so now victory's changed into defeating Ayame.
僕らだね。
But now it's time for dot hack. Alright. So, we used our special meter with our first fight, so we don't have any special left, which means we're going to want to fight an enemy that's close enough to get support from our allies. And yeah, we get that right here. You can see that we are fighting this headhunter, however there's also an arrow pointing to our allies next to us, which means we get to call them in for this battle.
マジで？
落ち着いた行動を決定してくれ。
And this is how that works.
私たちで援護するからね。続けていく。派手にやるわよ。クラッシュ。切り裂け。
You were able to follow all that, right? So that's one fight. I used up all of my attacks. It gets kind of chaotic. I didn't do that as well as I could have, though, because I let the enemy hit the ground. And to do the most damage, you have to juggle them. Let's see if we can finish them off up here. Team God Eater has an ally, a third person that they can always call in, so we can do that as well as calling in Team Dot Hack, so we get this.
ユニオンバトル作戦なら。たまにはいいとこ見せないとな。
Very simple, right? I mean, honestly it is, and honestly it is pretty fun, which is the reason why I'm playing it. It's really dumb in a way I kinda like. We can counter if we're getting attacked by an enemy, but that uses some of our XP meter, and since I want to show as many super moves as possible, I won't do that. I'll just take the hit. We can take it. Alright, so what should we do? This is Team Valkyria Chronicles. Can I get an ally helping out with one of these? No? Well, I think it doesn't matter because we maxed out our we didn't max out our XP, but we got enough XP to use a super last time, which means we can just use that here.
問題あるわけがない。こんなところで死ぬわけにはいかない。クルトもイムカもみんな私が守ってみせる。
How do they explain these crossovers? I don't think they do.
撃てるだけ撃つぞ。
やってみる。クルト。行くよ。それ。みんなを守るための力を。はあ。いって。
リエラ、イムカ、君たちのおかげで勝つことができた。
そんなことないよ。私、クルトがいるから。そうだ。別にお前のためじゃない。
Oh, blushing. Right, so yeah, I mean, someone asked if this is official. Of course this is official. This is a collaboration between... Well, Namco Bandai, I believe, is one company now, so 3 companies. Namco Bandai, Sega, and Capcom. But now it's Ryu and Ken here to show you how it's done. Why can't I get a team up with anyone, though? Yeah, nothing... It's better to be able to team up with someone, but it doesn't look like I'm able to fight anyone with a team up right now, so... Ryu and Ken are just gonna have to get it done on their own. And they team up with Devilit for some reason. They just do. I don't actually know what Devilit's from. But she forbids this world's justice. which is understandable. They didn't quite get it. If we had another team up in there, we would have. Alright, now with Ichiro and, Ichiro? I guess that's how you pronounce it, and Sakura, you might be thinking we would go over here and fight Ayame because they were yelling at each other before, but that would be a bad idea. Let's, just get right back over to our allies, so by the time we actually do fight them, we have some backup. Is this the demo or the full demo? This is Demo A. So it just has this fight with Ayame, and that's the only thing. Okay. Unfortunately, they're not in range to fight anyone. And neither are they. Gemini and Erica taking a lot of hits. They're doing all right. Let's see. Okay, can we team up with Ryu and Ken? Yes, we can. You know you wanted to see this one again. It's kind of odd that the enemies don't actually get to hit you in these battles. They only really get to hit you when they reprise, and there's no cutscene or anything for that. Well, there is for the boss, but for normal enemies, they don't get any of these cinematics.
この力、みんなのために役立てたい。
そうだ、リエラ。君だけにしかできないことなんだ。もらって。誰にも頼らない。私たちでバッチグーです。私は容赦しない。ワクワクする。くらえ。
I mean, honestly, the best thing is just to get as many assists as possible and have just so much happening on the screen that you can't even tell what's happening. Actually, we can do other things while we're not fighting. A green herb. We'll use that for Gemini and Erica. They've been taking all the damage. Ayame is still not moving because she is the boss, so she has to be all cool and not actually move until later on. Things we're saying have nothing to do with one another at all. Okay, we don't need to do this because the Maroli has such low health, but we're doing it anyway. What are we even talking about? I don't know. Alright, let's see. We haven't seen Team God Eater's special. Let's see if we can do that. I think we should have enough, or almost enough. Yeah, we'll have enough after this combo. I assume the dialogue would make some kind of sense if I had seen any of the animes or played any of the games referred to in this, but I'm not quite sure how. Uh-oh, Ayame is moving. She's starting to get serious.
ブラックローズ、ユニオンバトル作戦で行こう。
集中攻撃ね。任せときなさいって。
レディーファイト。これで決めるよ。
抜かるなよ。
発射、ほらほらほら。コラン州で勝負。疾風。コラン州。疾風攻撃。
Not nearly enough to kill that enemy in one hit, though. Well, I mean, that is a big demon. I'm sure that the demon is going to be much more powerful than a mere Marolian.
ハッピーに行こう。歌劇団の意気込み聞いてみたいと思います。イエーイ！進次郎、ラリー、見てる？エリカ、粉骨砕身のつもりで頑張ります。
You don't have to listen to the intro dialogue before these fights, but why wouldn't you? If you're playing this game in the first place.
ここが攻めるべきタイミングだ。 よし、みんなに特製のカレーを作るか。
All right, I guess. Make us your special curries sometime? I don't know. This doesn't seem like the appropriate time for it.
キリキリ働かんと合体獣にしてやるぞ。それは余裕の表れ。
All right, I'll say it. Kawaii. That's how you say that, right?
こいつはとっておきだぜ。天にも昇る気分、味わいな。新竜拳。俺たちの力、振るう時だ。ここに全てをかける。滅道剣。倒すのではなく、勝つための力か。今の俺たちに必要なのは。
I like how with just about everything Ryu and Ken say, they have their eyes closed and look all serious.
行くぞ。
All right. So this is Team Sakura Wars. Well, another one. There are two Team Sakura Wars, it seems. But this one seems to be, I think, the most powerful team in this demo. Just seems that way to me. I think this is the first time we've gotten to use them so far.
私たちに任せなさい。さあ、勝利のポーズ。
レベルアップすればできることも増えるよ。
They did bring up at the beginning of the demo that the dot hack characters are characters in a game controlled by people in the real world, but now they're in the real world. So how does that work? They didn't seem to know the answer. I wonder if they'll address that in the full game.
必ず元の世界へ帰還する。いいな、二人とも。
問題あるわけがない。こんなところで死ぬわけにはいかない。クルトのイムカの。
And she'll protect them both, yes, we know.
倒すべき敵。俺たちが正義だ。
お前にもう用はない。
I mean, it's fun. I don't know how much there is to the battle system, though, because really all it is I'm doing is doing the attacks, trying to juggle, and calling in support. I don't know if there's really all that much more to the combat system that could support an entire game. Let's see. Oh, these two again.
二点一流の奥義で勝負だ。
心配しないで。私が守ってみせるから。
Oh, and we have our super.
新行霊長無行更新。この剣に俺たちの思いを乗せて。はあ。
まだまだ。日々精進です。あ、ダメダメ。すぐに偵察しなきゃ。
Yes, as we all know, it's all the anime. Okay, so it looks like Ayame is the only one left. Do we have any items? We have a restore pill. We'll use that to heal these two up. Not first aid. Okay, yeah, we'll just use all of it then. We'll just stay here and wait for her to come to us.
始めよう。
Ready, fight!
そう座り込んでね。
肩をつける。
当たってそれトラッシュ疾風暴力も派手にやるわよ。
Yeah, so of course Ayame, a lot more health than the normal enemies. She is the boss. So everyone is going to have to try their hardest. Uh-oh. I don't think Team Dot Hack is going to survive this. No, they didn't. Poor Kite and Black Rose. Yes, but, well, we should still be able to do this without them.
Ready, fight!
援護大成功です。私たちで援護するからね。
後ろ取り。
そのまま。
Didn't do as well as I could have. I let her hit the ground at the end there. And once you do that, they're able to defend until you're able to break through what I guess is their AT field, whatever it might be called.
Ready, fight!
私たちでバッチグーです。
誰にも頼らない。もらった。お前は運がない。これが力だ。そこで。
くらい。爆発する。くらい。
何？
Where is this game from? Well, you can get this demo on the 3DS eShop right now.
Ready, fight!
目の前をちょろエリカさん転ばないようにね。
見せてやるぜ。この技目に焼き付けだ。新竜拳。ここが勝機。勝負をつけるぞ。滅火剣。
We learned the healing pressure point. I don't think we'll actually use that since Ayame is just about dead.
行きましょう。
レディーファイト。間合いを詰めろ。撃破する。肩をつける。
No, Team Sakura Wars not quite able to finish her off. Oh, just barely survived that reprisal. So who might be up to finish her off? Oh, no, they died. Okay, so they're dead. Team God Hand, I think... No, not God Hand. That would be awesome if God Hand was in this, but they're not. God Eater is what's in this.
その隙逃しはしない。さっさと片付けて帰るとするか。お遊びもここまでってな。俺に続け。
任せてください。畳みかけます。人気捕食形態。さあ本番です。どうぞ。
Ayame, are any of us really used to our bodies? Dad, call me by my demon name. That's what they call me on DeviantArt. And that's it for the demo. It's pretty short. Not too much to it. As I understand, there is a Demo B, but I did not see it on the 3DS eShop. This is all I saw. I don't know. I actually kind of like it. It's really dumb, but I kind of like the way it's dumb. And the battle system, while very simple, it's actually pretty fun. Just trying to call in as much chaos as you can in a battle. And yes, Mega Man X is in it, though not in the demo. So, I mean, that's another reason to look it up. It's the last game you'll see with Mega Man in it for a while, I would suppose. So Project Cross Zone. It seems pretty interesting, and I think I might wanna look it up when it comes out, because I had some fun with it. So, that's Project Cross Zone, and I think that's enough for the 3DS for right now. We'll be back in a few minutes, and when we do, we'll be back with a game that I think we'll probably be playing for a while over the next few weeks. So I'll be right back in a few minutes.